At the same time, the Ministry of Education has released a new circular recommitting the current school fees policy in public secondary schools. The ministry says the fees guidelines that have been in existence since 2019 will remain, with day secondary schools required to charge no tuition fees, while boarding charges remain capped at a maximum of 53,000 shillings per annum. At the same time, Education Cabinet Secretary Migos Ogamba says the ministry has released school capitation of 44 billion shillings for the first term of the new year ahead of school's resumption on Monday next week. Emily Tibet reports.
After weeks of speculation and confusion over the 2026 school fee structure for public schools, coming at a time when the pioneer competency-based education class is transitioning to senior school, the Ministry of Education has moved to clear the air by releasing a new school fee circular. According to the circular, fees payable in public secondary schools, now referred to as senior schools under the competency-based education system, remain unchanged as prescribed in Kenya Gazette Notice number 1555 of 2015. The ministry says the Gazette Notice was issued following recommendations by the 2014 Task Force on Secondary School Fees, which conducted nationwide consultations on school fees and the affordability of secondary education. At the time of gazettement, parents in public day secondary schools were required to pay 9,374 per learner per year, while the government provided a subsidy of 12,870 per learner per year. With the full implementation of free day secondary education, the government enhanced its financial commitment by removing all tuition-related costs for parents in public day schools. Government capitation was accordingly increased to 22,244 per learner per year, a position the Ministry of Education says remains in force to date. Education Cabinet Secretary Migos Ogamba says the transition from the categorization of schools as national, extra-county, county and sub-county to pathway clusters C1 to C4, as recommended by the Presidential Working Party on Education Reform, is purely structural and does not introduce any new fees. According to the CS, the levying of extra or unauthorized fees on parents and guardians is prohibited. He warns that such charges are irregular and illegal. The Ministry of Education has also reiterated that it's against the law for any institution to withhold Kenya National Examinations Council NEC certificates for any reason, including non-clearance of school fees. In a statement, Education Cabinet Secretary Migos Ogamba said the ministry has today released 44.24 billion in capitation funds for learners in all public basic education institutions. Speaking to Citizen TV, CS Ogamba also confirmed that the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education KCSE results will be released by the 15th of January 2026. Emily Tibet, Citizen TV.